yeah. Gone on you with the pick and roll. Younger flame, he in sicko mode.
Welcome back to Tom's cooking channel. Today we're going to make some pizzas. Finally, today, 10 months later, we get to take the GTI on its first proper test drive. And I say proper like that because I have driven it to and from the unit. We've done about 100 miles in the past 3 days, ironing out any little issues. We had some problems with some banging, like serious banging from the exhaust. That were down to my V-bands. I've had problems with drive shaft, CBs are clicking. I need a new drive shaft, or I need to rebuild a drive shaft. I've wired in my USB thing. I bought a portable charger, so we've got speakers now.
You said they bought a portable charger, so we have speakers.
Oh, I said wrong thing anyway. I've been ironing out all the issues, and at the end of the last video I said I was in a bit of a rush to get the car out of the unit, and that was just because I had a big job this weekend, but that's fell through, so I'm no longer doing that. It gives me an opportunity to take the car on a proper test drive, get all the issues out of the way, just check it all over, make sure everything's spot on, bring it back, do a bolt check, check everything, and then we can call the car pretty much done until it gets painted, until we do like the finishing bits. But essentially everything's done now. Before I can go on a drive, I've got 2 things to do, well maybe 3. I've got a boost gauge to fit, but I can't find my hole saw kit, so I can't do that yet. I might go and borrow one and get it done because I do kind of want to see where the boost is. The car used to have a thing where it used to be boost cutting, which was really weird. It'd go like no, honestly, the car used to go or it'd do another thing, right, where you're going up a hill like in 3rd gear and it'd go I think the reason for that is because it's got a shit map on it and it's got more performance mods than it's mapped for, because I bought it with a standard intercooler, a standard exhaust with a D-cap. We've now got a full 3-inch cat back, full 3-inch turbo back and an AirTech cooler, so it's probably under mapped. I don't know. I don't really know like the logistics of mapping and stuff, but I do know that it's going to get mapped and we're going to get a printout. We're going to get it on a dyno and actually get a printout, see what power it's running. That's to come once I've ironed out all the issues, which hopefully I'll come across today if there is any. So like I say, got a couple of things to do. I need to fit a sun strip and wash the car. Well, wash the car, fit a sun strip once it's clean, because it's sunny today and I ain't got any visors. I mean, I've got my hat. Why are you not laughing? I thought that was funny. I don't know, I'm dilly-dallying now. Let's just wash the car. Cut to the soapy cinematics, man. I'm a bit hyper because my car's working, I get to drive it. It's been 10 months, it's been a long time. I just want to show you my new charging point. Well, it's not new, but I showed you it before.
Tom, take that hat off.
No, it's alright that. I've got it wired in and 12.6. Oh, well, that looks like well, it might be right. 12.6. And then once we started, you can see 13.9, 14's around. 14.1 to 13.9 is a healthy battery. But we aren't going to get any volt drop because there's fuck all to be powered. And then, portable speaker up here. This is your boy, this.
I can't really see it.
Cable tied up. Right. Plugs in there, nice little, that's obviously, I don't need it to be plugged in, that's just to charge it. That was the gamest thing I've ever done.
A proper gimp.
I've just revved the car for a camera, that's the game.
Go on.
Man's a professional jet washer, by the way. Like, all the detailing channels out there, if you're watching, don't hate.
Tom, calm down.
Appreciate. It's so windy, but the car is clean. Obviously I need to get that wheel painted, but I'm going to get the full set of 8 painted all together because that one's curbed and these two are the only ones that are in the colour that I want. I want them all doing a kind of grey. I don't think you can see in this one. If you can see, it looks cool, it looks clean. The arches look well tatty though. Right, we're going to pull it inside, get a sun strip on. Just got some universal wrap. Don't know how long it is, but just a universal sun strip off eBay. I'm going to put it on, measure how far down we can go, lay it, and then cut the top. Easy, sounds simple. Now a lot of people say to fit these sun strips with soapy water, but realistically I think I want this a bit longer, so I'm not too arsed. I'll probably end up peeling it off and buying a bigger one because I probably want it another 100mm. Probably want it another 10 centimetres lower. I don't know, maybe that's too much, maybe just to there, but I don't think that's long enough, so I'll probably redo it, but for now this will be alright. That's not too.
I found this on the web.
Sun strip now fitted. Easy job. No bubbles, nothing. Who says you need fairy liquid? Just a bit of marking and practice beforehand. Job's a good one. Other thing I didn't show is that I've just got my boost gauge hole drilled. Drilled it with the hole saw.
Your dad did.
Alright, my dad did. And oh, it's bolted in now. Just gonna wire it all up now. I'm gonna run a vacuum line, wire it into the fuse box, into an inline fuse, and then we'll get going. Right, that's the boost gauge installed. There we are. Boost gauge, and now you can see my voltage gauge there. All working nice, wired into an inline fuse. Vacuum line, I've just run it through the bulkhead, but then I've come, rather than coming straight through the bulkhead where it's warm, I've come into this bit here and then run it out from underneath there. Only runs that tiny little bit into that bit. Now I'm not entirely sure if that's 100% like the perfect place for one. If it isn't, I can always readjust it, but that was the closest place. I just thought that's simple. But I'm not certain whether it's good to be close. I don't know how this boost stuff works and where you should position them. Should have searched it really, but it's there. Obviously it started to rain as soon as we were about to leave, but I'm gonna head off now, go back home, get some GoPro mounts set up, and go drive. That's how that's going. Cable tied to the roll cage, try and keep it steady, and get one more fitted. Finally it stopped raining, about 3 hours later.
3?
It's probably been 3 hours.
It's been more than that. About 10 hours.
Ready to go. I said we were going to go for a drive at 9 o'clock this morning, and it's now 7 PM. So we've got 2 hours of sunlight. I'm going to do probably like a 2-hour run. Maybe an hour and a half. So you just go off to Peak District, find some nice roads. Got one GoPro there, another one to go on windscreen. Get some good clips. First we need to go and get some fuel and check these pressures. Right, so I've just got some fuel. Just put 30 quid of fuel in and done up pressures because I completely forgot to do them. And then all dropped to around 25, which is no good. So I'm going to drive around, well, we're going to go over
Peak District.
We're going to go Home Moss, Snakes Pass, Strines. That's if it doesn't rain. So that's a plan anyway. And as I pull away, if you can hear that clicking drive shaft, I need that fixing.
She's nearly killed a woman.
Well, to be fair, she wasn't fucking looking. I don't like coming out of a race car, innit? We're gonna drive half an hour, see how far we get, hopefully it don't rain, and then we'll hook the GoPros up and start doing some filming. The skies are looking a bit grey, and we are headed... Oh, that was a terrible one, wasn't it? I mean, it's a bit blue there, but we're headed that direction. So if this all fails, I'll just do a tour of some tractors.
Diggers.
More diggers then. But I must say that my MPG's gone down, and I don't know whether that's since fitting this exhaust. I mean, I get 35, well, it's going up now. Best MPG I've ever had in this car is like 45 mile per gallon. So I'm going to try and beat that on his way out here. I'm going to try not to boot it until I get to some nice roads. Obviously, just sticking to the speed limit when I'm booting it, yeah. Oh, that's bad boy. Oh, look at this, right?
Can you see on the thing?
Man has got the angles. We're recording 2 GoPros. We've got one behind me, one up there. Never really done this before. Don't know what the crack is, but we've got all the gear and no idea.
Don't crash, Tom.
I'm not gonna crash. I'm talking about the GoPros. Roads are proper wet. I was hoping that we'd, well, I looked out the window at home and it were all dried, and then as we've driven out towards home Firth, it's got wet again, so we'll see what happens. So we're just coming up to the start of Home Moss. Plan is, depending on the weather, when we get over the other side and we drop down, if it's proper wet, I'm not going to bother with Snakes Pass and that, because it's just horrible in the wet. Especially Strines. I did want to go Strines, but with them being under the trees, I think they're going to be wet. But we're going to Home Moss, get some good clips. We'll change to the GoPros now. I'm a bit worried because there's coppers in front of us. Oh, the coppers are here. Police are passing us again. They are actually squatted up, and they are slamming the brakes on. National speed limit here anyway, I think I remember. So technically you can go 60. Exactly. But I can do 60 if I want to. Oh, we're starting to steam up as well. Where we're heading. Look at how dark that is. We've got sunshine behind us, and look at the gloom that we're headed towards. This is not turning out to be a good day. So this car's no good in the wet. With these tyres on, with NS2Rs on, it's just shit in the wet. No two ways about it. Headed down the back of Home Moss now, and look at the state of it. All it is, grey clouds.
Wet roads.
So this journey's becoming a bit of a tour of all the roads that are really nice to drive on when it's dry, because yeah, it's wet. Yeah. Well, what time is it now? Because plans are kind of changed now. It's already 8 o'clock. I'm thinking we might go up to the top of Snakes Pass, or maybe down to that waterfall, see if we can get into the waterfall.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And then, I don't know, who knows, it's raining now. This is shit. But so far, the car's driving decent. The only fault with the car is still when it spins up, I'm getting a loud banging from somewhere. And I can't see how it could be the back axle, because I feel like it's the engine shaking, which is rattling the exhaust maybe back and forth, but it's in, wow, this is focused. Obviously, video this is not ideal.
This is not.
I literally can't do anything, it's pointless me even trying to drive. Oh, for fuck's sake, look who's behind us.
Who is it?
That Clio, there's a Clio 182 with a roll cage behind us.
Race in the wet.
I'm not gonna. So, That's another problem with the car. I need to go with a demisting solution because this is shit. And on a wet track day, this is not going to be working. So I'm going to have to buy like a race heater or something.
That's really bad.
This is fucking awful. Ah! Look at the fucking thing. This is why we can't drive fast. And that Clio's fucking following us.
They speed up.
For fuck's sake, Arlene!
Got nothing.
The cameras are recording still. Well, because I'm not a silly Billy, I'm not going to be chasing that Clio because I know the limits, and also I've spent 10 months building the car. I'm not crashing it. Right, GoPros, we're turning you off. We might go snakes past, we might not. I don't know. Tune in a bit to see, find out in this exciting video of Tom drives his car in the wet. Bye. Bloody hell.
Okay.
Well, if you can see, yeah, there's a Clio in front of us. The Clio, yeah, it overtook us earlier. So, right, what I'm saying is, what even is it?
I don't know.
I think it's a 182. This is my new friend, he's called Av. He's got a Clio, yeah. It's a 182, yeah, no turbo. So technically it should be slower than mine, isn't it? Because mine's got a turbo on that. Why is he going fast through a pedestrianised area?
That's not even.
We do not condone this behaviour. We will wait until the national speed limit sign and then we'll go as fast as we can to 60 miles an hour. Since I can't drive fast or properly at all because it's pissing it down like it is again now, absolutely chucking it down, we've come to the spot where I broke the car. If you know this spot, this little, oh my god it's raining hard, this little waterfall, it's like a fjord, whatever you call them. There's a big pothole in it and I drove through it a bit too fast and popped my sump, and that's 10 months ago and we've returned, but it's very wet so I'm going to get back in the car. Last time we got stuck down there for an hour.
More than that.
No, we're like an hour. Got stuck down there for like an hour. And I was that cold because I couldn't turn engine on, obviously. I didn't want to kill battery. That I climbed into a bin bag. to keep myself warm. And then Farmer came out beefing, mate, he was beefing. This is just like turned into a story of how I broke my polo now. It's not interesting, mate, it's raining. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest with you. Tell you what, my old 4-point harnesses were quite a lot easier than these. 5-point into a buckle every single time is a bit of a ball of it. This is the biggest problem then. This car and the rain with no heaters, no blowers is not ideal. So if anyone knows any like demisters, I think I just need a blower. I don't care about cooling because I've ordered them things for the rear windows to feed me cold air through. I forgot what they're called now. But I need like a little race heater blower thing just to clear my window. Problem is I can't run it off the coolant because I've deleted my coolant pipes and I am not refeeding them back through. So if anyone knows of anything, drop us a link for it and I'll check it out. Things have gone from bad to worse. He's pissing it down, we're steamed up. Bloody hell! The heavens have opened! It's really bad now, the rain is really quite bad.
And the fog, not the fog.
And it's misted up in here, really quite bad. Yeah. So, we're off to a chav meet, we'll see you there. Bulky and well busy this chav meet. Ooh! Yeah! We're doing well today, aren't we? Doing proper well. Look at that hair, that's doing well and all. Oh dear. Shut up beeping.
I'm sick of eyes.
I know, I'm sick of this car. I'm sick of today. Wanted to go for a nice drive, test the car.
9 AM.
And at 9 AM, it would dry all day. Finally got ready. Starts raining. Tried to come to a chav meet to top off the evening. Whoa, go on lad, Fiesta, absolutely tramming. What's this big whip?
To this 100.
Tried to come to a chav meet to make it all better, but Mom, go on lad, that's a weapon that. Fucking hell.
So what if these people follow you?
Leeds chav meets for you. Yeah, well, this might be the end of the video, I don't know.
Imagine.
We'll see if anything starts kicking off as people arriving.